Friends, today we are going to start a new topic of chapter 11, that is objections to the advertising. So advertising has a many advantages and disadvantages at the same time. Many times this advertising activity is criticized by the person, and at the same time the company or the proponents or the opponent is there and the proponent is there. The proponent advocate the advertising and they are saying that we can easily reach to the large number of consumer, and like that way we can reduce the per unit cost of the advertising. So it is a good for the growth of the business. Therefore it is important to examine the major criticisms against the advertising. At the same time, what are the proponents and who are the proponents and who are the opponent of this concept. Let's try to understand with the help of these points. The first one is add to cost. So the opponents, they are saying that advertising is a costly activity. It is unnecessarily adding the cost of product, and which is ultimately passed on the buyer, and buyer in form of high price. So advertisement on TV or advertisement on TV is coming for few seconds, but its cost is very high. So similarly, advertisement print in the print media like newspaper is there. It is also costly. So the money spent on the advertisement is adding the cost of the product, and which is a important factor in fixation of a price of a product. So that's why they are saying there is a no need of advertisement in the business. But at the same time, the advertisement cost, this advertisement cost is also helping in increasing the demand of the product, as a large number of potential buyer, they come to know about the availability of the product, about the features of the product, and they are also trying to convince the consumer to purchase the product. So the increase in demand leads to the higher production, which brings the economy at a higher scale. The development of economy will be there, and as a result the per unit cost will be comes down at the total cost, which divided by the large number of units. So the expenditure on advertisement add to the total cost, but the per unit cost come down, which in fact reducing the burden of consumer rather than adding the cost. So we will discuss these points in the both ways, in the way of criticism also and in the way of advocating also. So let's see the next point, that is undermined social values. So it is another criticism is faced by the advertising. They are saying that it undermines social value and promote materialism. It brings the discontent among the people as they come to know about the new product, and they feel dissatisfied when they are not able to satisfy their needs or they are not able to purchase the product. So sometimes advertisements show a new lifestyle which is not approved by the social approval. So this criticism is not entirely correct here, we can say, because advertisement in fact helps in buying helps the consumer to by informing them about the new product, which may be improvement over the existing product sometime. So if the buyers are not informed about this product, they may be using inefficient product. Further, the job of advertisement is to inform. It's to just inform. The final choice of the buy or not buy is rest on the consumer only. They will buy if the advertised product is satisfying the some of their needs, and they may be motivated to work harder to able to purchase these products. So like this way, this arguments is there. They undermine social value. Both sides are there. Some are advocating and some are criticizing this value. Next is confuses the buyers. So it is another criticism is there. Advertisement is so many products are being advertised. We can see on TV, on newspaper, on radio, which is a similar claim. They are giving a similar claim that a buyer get confused as to which one is a true and which one is a not true. For example, there is a similar claims like whiteness or whiteness giving by the washing powder. At that time, everybody is saying that every detergent powder is claimed that there is a whiteness. At the same time, the toothpaste is also claiming that the whiteness of the tooth, tooth at the same time feeling the freshness, and like that way they are claiming the same things in advertisement. So here, but at that time, the consumer is confused that which one he has to purchase. The supporter of the advertisements is saying that, however, that we all are very smart people, smart human beings who make our decisions for the purchase of product on the factors like price is there, style is there, size is there. So the buyer can clear the confusion by analyzing the information provided in advertisement and other sources before taking the decision to purchase the products. So the criticism cannot be completely overruled here. So it is not a confusing at all. Next one is encourages sale of inferior products. So advertisement does not distinguish between the superior and inferior products. They just try to convince the people to purchase even the inferior products also. So in fact, the superiority and inferiority depends on the quality. So which is a relative concept. The desired level of a quality will be depends on the economic status of the consumer, preference of the consumer. So advertisements sell the product of a given quality and the buyer will buy if it suits their requirements. So no advertisement should, however, make a false claim about the quality of product. If the firm makes a false claim, it can be prosecuted for the same in the court also. Last one is some advertisements are bad in taste. So it is another criticism against the advertisement. In some of the advertisements are in a bad taste. They show something which is not approved by the society. Say advertisement showing the woman dancing when not required, or running after the man because he is wearing a particular brand jeans or particular perfume he is using, which is not good for the society. Some advertisement is distorting the relationship of employer and employee, and it is also, and they are also quite offensive. So like that way, here we can see some advertisement is bad in taste. So these are the this we have seen the opponents and proponents of advertising. So there may be some chances of misuse of advertising as well. So which can be we can properly safeguard by the law or by the regulation or by the code of conduct by the advertiser. So for their self-regulation. So however, the most of the criticism against the advertising are not entirely true. In the change the economic environment of globalization, advertising is considered as an important tool of marketing. All right, so it is helping the firm in effective if they can effectively communicate with the large number, with the target market or large number of consumers, and like that way they can increase their sales and they can reduce their cost per unit of production. And it is not a social waste, rather adding the cost only. But it is also giving the boost to the production and generating employment also. So like this way you can easily remember these points are there with the help of one word, that is called cause. So cause is C for the confuses the buyers, A is for the add to the cost, U is for the undermine social values, S is for some advertisements are in bad taste, and E is encourages the sale of inferior products also. So advertisement has this much objections. So I hope you understand, friends. Thank you very much.